They will tell you that failure means the end, that when you fall, when you are rejected, when you are overlooked, it is proof that you were never meant to succeed. But that is the first lie. Failure is not an ending. It is an initiation. The first collapse feels like death. The first rejection feels like exile. But once you've been there, once you've walked through that silence, you are no longer bound by fear. And that is when you become untouchable. The world praises early success, the child prodigy, the young genius, the overnight star. But what no one admits is how fragile it really is. Early success builds glass kings, bright, polished, admired, but untested. The moment life delivers its first real strike, they shatter, and once they break, they never rise again. Now, consider those who fail early. They carry scars, they bear rejection. But those scars are not proof of weakness, they are proof of fire. Just as metal must be tempered in heat before it becomes a blade, the human spirit must be tested in defeat before it becomes unshakable. History remembers those who endured. Edison failed more times than anyone could count before a single bulb burned. Lincoln lost again and again before history gave him a crown. Nietzsche died, dismissed, ignored, considered irrelevant. And yet his words outlived his critics. Why? Because they were written not from comfort, but from fire. This is the secret law. Defeat is not final. It is the shadow trial. The test that asks a single question: will you bend or will you break? Most people run from that trial. They hide their scars. They bury their failures. They try to erase the evidence that they ever fell. But here is the truth. Scars are your greatest weapon. The world overlooks the scarred. It underestimates the broken. And that invisibility becomes your freedom. While they watch the shining ones, while they guard against the obvious threats, you move unseen. You sharpen your edge in silence. You grow roots where no one is looking. And by the time they notice, it is already too late. Machiavelli wrote that a wise ruler must conceal his true strength, to appear harmless, to appear weaker than he is. Why? Because the hidden power always wins. That is you, the underestimated, the overlooked, the one who learns to build strength in darkness. Carl Jung called this the integration of the shadow, the parts of yourself you deny, your pain, your rage, your failures. When you face them, when you weave them into who you are, they become your greatest power. Most never reach this. They cling to illusions of perfection. They fear being broken. But you have already been broken. You have already faced silence, and that silence made you stronger than applause ever could. This is why persistence matters more than talent, luck, or brilliance. Persistence is forged in the fire of rejection. It is born when the world stops clapping, but you keep moving anyway. Persistence is the slow, relentless force that rises again and again, and it belongs only to those who failed early because they had no other choice. Every culture once had an initiation: the Spartan boy cast into the wild, the youth left alone in the forest, the apprentice forced to fail again and again in the laboratory. These were not punishments, they were preparations. And your failures are no different. The phoenix is not born until it burns. The oak does not grow strong until storms test its roots. And the man does not become unshakable until defeat has stripped him bare. So if you have failed, understand this. You are not cursed. You are being chosen. Chosen to endure the trial that most cannot. Chosen to rise later, but stronger. Chosen to be overlooked now, so that when your time comes, your rise cannot be stopped. Do not curse the fire. Stand inside it. Do not run from rejection. Carry it. Because one day, when the early winners begin to fall, you will still be standing. And that is when the world will see the truth. You were never weak. You were being forged. Thanks for watching. If you like more videos like this, leave us a like and subscribe to our channel. See you in our next video.